Hey everyone, today we're back in the custom pack, and this custom pack is set up for a Mantis pack. It's the Mantis pack I use for Super Mantis Bros, but what I want to do is, since I've been struggling to kind of get a grip on some of the new updated pets, I wanted to slowly integrate some of the, what I think could be the standalone pets in the new update to the Mantis team and just see how they work. So the first one I wanted to test here is the Goblin Shark. Let's get right into it. The Goblin Shark will swallow a low health opponent and then release it upon faint. So with a Mantis team, I figure how it usually works is you get a big Mantis. Typically what I try to do in this pack is get the Mantis to 50-50 as quick as possible and then transform it. But in these runs, I'm not so worried about transforming as much as basically getting the big Mantis, getting the unit I want, and then making sure I'm getting scaling on the rest of the team. And my goal for the Goblin Shark, how I figure it can be used just with any kind of team, is you put the Goblin Shark in the back of your team or towards the back of your team, and the goal is for the Goblin Shark to stay alive. So if the Goblin Shark can stay alive, that means it's not going to release the opponent that it swallowed upon faint, because it's not fainting. So I figure that's an easy way to just get an opponent out of the mix initially. You're basically running a 4-squad with a Mantis team with the unit you're fainting every turn anyway. So with the Goblin Shark, it kind of evens things out. So yeah, getting into the run here, we have a 1.5 Badger, which is incredible. Got the spider going. Love getting a spider, trying to push it level 2 and pilling it. Yeah, buy, sell the crow, level up the badger. There's the Goblin Shark. No Mantis yet, unfortunately, but we'll take a spider. We're just going for level ups right now, trying to see what we can do to basically get the Goblin Shark going. So you see there, it swallowed the bass, it released the bass. It was only a 1-1, didn't do much. So you might think, oh, like, what's this thing really doing in the end? I'm sure there's much better uses for what I used it for here. As you see, I do a weird stat swap, but just take a little more stats on the Goblin Shark. Gonna go ahead and faint the spider with the Mantis initially. I love setting up a feint pet for when I bring in a Mantis. Turn 6 Mantis is a good place to be. Unfortunate with the garlic, you see their Alchemedes 5-4. Was swallowed initially and then released upon faint. We get a level 2 beta fish from the spider, which is best case scenario. We get a level 2 Mantis on turn 7. We get a freeze a blobfish and get a Goblin Shark. I always freeze a pair on turn 7 because there's not much else I usually like to take. So just freezing the pair in case there's nothing else I want to take. And what did we swallow? We have a crocodile in here. And you see they got a croc. They were really strong. That team absolutely dominated us. Partly because our badger got sniped and then took out our barghest. So take the beta fish feint, level 2 beta fish. It worked out perfect. And of course, when you get really good runs like this that you want to showcase, usually it's a mixture of a high roll / really good RNG. So here you go, this monkey, I'm guessing, gets swallowed. And we're not doing the whole strategy yet because the team's not necessarily set up. You know, we're on turn 9 with only 2 trophies and 2 hearts. And here we go. We get the Leviathan, and this is something else I wanted to do with the Mantis. I didn't really think about it initially with the Leviathan update. I was going for like the XP, scaling builds with like Team Spirit and stuff. But we basically sell down, and I'm going to take this Fire Ant for now. So what I want to do, and you'll see it, is I want to use Leviathan to spawn the blue fish. And the Mantis is going to feint that fish every turn. And it's not going to make too much sense initially because the Leviathan, or the fish, is going to be one of our stronger units on the team. I guess once we get it level 2. But considering it's a free unit, and the Mantis is just going to faint it, and the fish level up gives the stats out. It kind of works out perfectly. We're essentially just losing out on the 2 gold. We essentially get the stats back every time. This would be a good run to go for like selling down the whole team and keeping the blue fish once you level up the Leviathan, right? Push for level 3 Leviathan, and then you start keeping blue fish to buff other blue fish. But we get double stego in the shop with a stingray and a cow there. So I think I could have, no, I think I could have bought sold that cow and then put the stego in. Don't know necessarily what I was thinking, but go ahead and get the strategy going. So in order to get this Leviathan fish to faint properly, you always need to put the Leviathan directly behind the Mantis, and then the fish will go in front of the Leviathan. If the Leviathan was in the middle position, you'll see me move the Leviathan eventually. Sometimes I do it late. It's kind of scary. But yeah, there you go. I move it. I don't know why I moved the Goblin Shark there. There we go. So yeah, we have the ideal Mantis team now with the Spinosaurus, the Leviathan spawning the unit. And basically, like I said, the goal is the Goblin Shark. So we want to get the Goblin Shark level 3. And we also want to try to hopefully wipe the team before the Goblin Shark faints. So hopefully the Goblin Shark can get the job done. See there, we swallow a 612 unit. Good trades. Good trades. And there you go. There you go. It works out pretty nice. I think it's a cool combo on this team. It's kind of like, you know, I'd say a slightly better Dolphin, right? Because Dolphin at level 2 or at level 3 is doing 12 damage. So this is swallowing like a 12 health or less. So this is like equivalent, I'd say, to a level 3 Dolphin right now. Not as long as you, the Goblin Shark doesn't faint, right? And bring it back. But look at this. They have double Mammoth. And we got rid of their Tiger. So it kind of works out perfect. I don't think that team was very strong unless the Tiger really makes a difference there. So definitely some favorable matchmaking. And the level 3 Spino is just going absolutely crazy. I figure, okay, it's time. Let's start throwing some chocolates and stuff on the Goblin Shark. Sometimes I'll freeze a blobfish for like a roll to see if I get a pill. But I don't like freezing it for too long. I'd rather just roll for chocolates or roll for the Goblin Shark. So you see we swallow the axolotl. And they don't pass any equipment in battle, so we didn't really mess up any synergy. But yeah, get the job done there. And at this point, it's just a very strong Mantis team that I have, right? But the fact that we're swallowing one of the pets too, it's just making these battles look absolutely ridiculous. So I figure, okay, we got all the oysters. We're going to get Leviathan level 3. We can use the oysters, get more gold, get our Goblin Shark level 3. And we don't even have equipment on the team. So we swallow the backline. And they're close trades, but we actually go down to 1 heart. So finally face up against a scary team. That was a farmer dog and chimp team. Absolutely love to see it. Look at the stats on the team. The Goblin Shark's getting close to 50-50. Leviathan's halfway there. And decide, okay, it's time to hammer the point down. Let's get a coconut. Since we have the coconut going right now, we'll just toss the melon on the Goblin Shark. And we'll freeze the Conpeito. And there is a turtle pill sitting here. So might as well. Might as well. Gets us the 6-9 in buffs as well. I don't usually think about that every time I get this actual Spino going with the Mantis. Every time there's like a pill in the shop, I should be just bringing something in and pilling it. And you see here just raw stats. Now we have equipment, they don't. So it's not even close. And we didn't even swallow anything because we would have swallowed like that Husky if we were level 3. Everything had over 12 health. So we actually did not get anything there. There's a crow sitting here. Might as well take it. The Mantis is 50-50 and the Conpeito's here. But I figured, let's just chill on it for a sec. You know, we can just let the fish buff go out, still faint the fish, get one more Spino buff going, and it's a Behemoth Farmer Crow team. They have a tapir in the back. So I don't know why they're necessarily that's what's going on. So now they have another Behemoth. Very interesting team, but should be no problem. Especially considering we have a 50-50 Goblin Shark. And we swallowed the tapir with the Goblin Shark, so that's what happened. So Conpeto's there, Mongoose is here. It's too many things to do. So it's only fitting that at 9 trophies, 1 heart, we throw the Conpeto, we get a blobfish. I was rolling down for a Conpeto there again because, yeah, don't necessarily need the blobfish, but might as well just keep it there. Let's see what we swallow with the Goblin Shark. Probably could have put the Goblin Shark in the back. We swallow an Elephant Seal. So they're not passing any perks in this battle, but as you see, the stats are just overwhelming. So yeah, the Goblin Shark didn't necessarily carry, but the fact that we had a strong Mantis team with the Goblin Shark like swallowing one of their weak units, we just plowed through everything. Made a very easy win. We do another Mantis run just like this with another one of the new pets. Let's check it out. Alright, picking up this one on turn 12, we have 4 trophies and only 3 hearts remaining. I say only, but that's actually a really good place to be in. So level 2 Mantis setup on turn 12, that's a 39-39 with Melon. Great place to be. You see in the shop we have Frozen and Andrewsarchus. And the Andrewsarchus basically will take scaling from the shop based on the position it's in. It's very interesting. We'll see how it works. But yeah, that's the pet I wanted to use right now. I brought in the Lioness and instantly regretted it because the Baboon can potentially hit it. But I wanted to get some like a little bit of shop scaling going because it can really help the Andrewsarchus. At least I believed it could. And it can. So 5 trophies, turn 12. This game's going to go to at least turn like 17, 18. The Mantis is really close. There's food sitting here, and we have the cat. So kind of all works out perfect to where, yeah, we can feint the Ammonite. We can convert the Mantis early. So I also do this a lot. This is obviously the Star Pack special, the Mantis Ammonite. And the stats are still good enough that, yeah, we're getting the dubs. It's working out nice. So pair, buy, sell the cow. It would have been great to get our cat level 2 a while ago, but, you know, might as well just take what's given to us, right? So Andrewsarchus, you see there, it's in the second position from the left, and that's the position from the shop at 8. So whatever position on your team is the position it'll eat in the shop. See here, very strong front line. Sauropod team, if they're going multiple sauropods like this, it makes me think they're like a Peach of Immortality team. Maybe they just haven't gotten going yet. There's a pizza, great hits. I don't want to buff the Andrewsarchus too much because if I'm pushing for level 3, it's going to be getting the stats, right? Especially at level 3, I don't think you need to scale it that much. You just need to make sure you're getting like a tier 6 with good base stats. And it'll basically scale itself. It seems like a really good standalone unit. A really good unit to use with like a little bit of shop scaling. If you run Chicken and Lioness for a little bit. And then pivot like multiple. Like you can get 2 or 3 Andrewsarchus going. Andrewsarchi going. And then so you see I froze the cow there. And it ate the cow. So I was still figuring out like the positioning of everything. I don't think I've moved it yet on my team. So I don't think I fully realized like what was going on. And I'm going to slow this battle down because you see this Rock Namazu team. Spend mana to give 9 trumpets for each. So this is the one I just used in a video. 50 trumpets, just like that. And then if you see, What's going on back here? They get 1, 2, 3 coconuts. Absolutely incredible. It leads to them actually getting us. Very surprised by that battle. So I take lasagna on the Andrewsarchus. Kind of surprised by that. And without doing too much to it, the Andrewsarchus is big. So it's nice. You see, we're just facing these Goliaths of teams. Fortunately for us, we use all their coconut triggers with the Hoopoe bird. And we get the trade with the cat because the cat has so much HP. So I figure, okay, we gotta level this guy up, like, immediately. And we get the chocolate with 6 gold, which means we can basically just take something else. So I decided to take the Stinky Sock, because the Stinky Sock with, like, the Mimic Octopus and the Hoopoe bird is actually really good. And let's see, 25, 24, 34, 45. So that's pretty nice, considering you can just level it up instead of scaling. And look at this monstrosity we face. Level 3 leopard, 3 level 3 sauropods, Kufu. I'm guessing this is level 3 Highland cow. My first guess would be a shop scale team, but this has to be a Peach of Immortality team. There's no other way, right? They probably had like cats and sauropods and then just pivoted to the Highland cow and leopard after they got a high roll. Absolutely incredible team on the other side. Can't even be mad about it. That's what custom packs is all about. Hoopoe bird shows up. Why not? And then a cat shows up and there's lasagna sitting in the shop. So I figure why not? Go from 8-9 to 16-21. And double pizza shows up, so I figured if we happen to draw, we're just tossing double pizza. You see the 12-12 Phoenix we ate? So now we have 43-42 in stats. It'd be nice to move it in front of the cat, but then we wouldn't eat the Phoenix. So if you rewind and look there, you see I planned it so it ate basically the highest statted unit. And they have a level 3 B. 10-10B. You know, nice. Nice. So luckily the Hoopoe bird hit gets it so our cat can feint that queen bee. And we get the job done. So Andrewsarchus, Goblin Shark with the Mantis squads. Yeah, I think both units are very viable to just kind of use with other teams. I'm sure there's very specific things. Like I said, with the Andrewsarchus, you could probably go like a semi-shop scale team, so run a little bit of chicken and lioness as you get to the late game, and then pivot to like the Andrewsarchus, maybe pivot to some like what is it, not the Wolverine, I'm blanking on the name right now, the one at nighttime it gains the more stats, daytime it's just normal. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. If you hung around this long, I hope you appreciated it. I appreciate you. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.